Depression is not a mental illness. It's a result of a complex process where we made a lot of decisions based on fear instead of love. Many times I passed through depression. I know what it is. I know how it feels. So I want to share with you something I wrote down actually in the morning. I was very inspired. I think this can be a beautiful article I will post also in my new website, Create from Love. You can follow us there too. I think it's very important to share this. It's going to help you a lot if you are passing through a lot of this kind of anxiety episodes or depression. Yeah. I will read it so I don't miss anything because I think it's very important what I wrote there, I put in the paper. And just take a deep breath now. I know that we are passing through difficult times, especially now, so much separation and chaos, and people telling us what to do, and a lot of distractions and wars. So we must work on ourselves. So this is for you. I will repeat what I said at the beginning because this is the most important thing. Depression is not a mental illness because it's a result of a complex process. It's so many things that have been happening in our life. So we arrive into a point that, boom, we need to pay attention to that. It's a complex process because you have been taking many decisions based on fear instead of love. We arrive to Earth into a family. Some of us, we say we decided family. And then we absorb from our parents, from the people that was around us. It can be also grandparents or a brother or sister. We absorb their belief system. We learn from them, we model them, we copy-paste. And especially in the first 6 to 7 years, it's proven, a lot of psychology research proves that. We join the old education system because this is a very old system. We know that. For more than maybe 100 years, we are having learning in the same way. And then we eat what others tell us to eat. And for me, maybe this was one of the most critical parts of my life. I didn't know what was healthy for me. Sometimes we are different. We're different. We have different bodies, different ways of digestion. So then we get sick, we heal, and we think it's normal. I passed through that. I was going to the doctor, our family doctor, almost every weekend, and I thought it was normal. To be sick is not normal. To experience an illness is not normal. It's your body or your mind telling you something is wrong and we need to adjust. Then we start to learn a career we don't really like. I wanted to learn actually graphic design because I love art. You saw some of my videos here, you know a little more about me now. And I didn't have the chance to join a really nice university. In those days, we don't have a pure graphic design career. It was just like a 1 year or 2 years technical career. I decided to join business management and finance just because they have marketing and I love marketing. In those days, I really was interested on marketing, especially like the designing part of the creative part of marketing. So then we go for a job, right? But it's not aligned with our passions. It's not aligned with what we really want to do. You can check the video I made last time. It's about passions, how to find your passions, 5 questions about your passions. That will help you a lot. I will leave the link below. And at this point of life, most of us, we don't know what our passions and talents are. We are influenced by friends and social media trends, and this is horrible. It's a lot of noise, a lot of fake things that we think is real, but it's not. Then we learn to compete instead of working together. And this is the main education system and life, right? I am here in China, I live here. I have some of my students that are kids. I teach also sometimes music, creativity, composing. I love this. It's still part of my life. And I see how much pressure we have here, how much pressure we give to our kids in the school. and they are working, they are doing homeworks until Sunday sometimes, and sometimes they finish late, like 10 p.m. So this happens in many countries, it's not only here, but this is influencing us because this is a competition. Oh, we need to be the best. You need to be number one. You need to score 100, 1000. And that creates a lot of stress in such an early stage of our life that we should be really searching for what we really are, our passions and what we want in our life. So we learn to compete instead of working as a team. And then we go and start work, and we're always thinking on our own benefit. This is maybe the most damaging thing, if I'm saying right in English. This damages our soul when we're looking only for me, 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 me. I pass through that. As a creative artist also, we have this ego, right? That is telling us, listen to me, this is my art. And if nobody pay attention, we feel bad. That also leads to depression, by the way. So we need to pay attention to this. This is just a sharing and an awakening call. Then continue with the things I wrote down. We spend half of our life complaining about others and our situation. We complain about our parents, our family. We complain about our boss, our friends. We complain about life, that we don't have this, we don't have that. And then the other half, we entertain ourselves to avoid going inside and dealing with our own darkness and inner sorrow. We all have this darkness. We all have a shadow. We all have these unhealed traumas. Sometimes we carry that from other lives, if you believe on that. There is also a lot of research that proves that we carry wisdom, or maybe we experience previous lives and then we come back. Because we need to transform, we need to deal with something, we need to finish the pending things. So in some way it makes sense. But when we are living this kind of fake life in another world, distracting ourselves, entertaining ourselves, wasting more than 2 to 5 hours every day on entertaining ourselves, and we don't go inside and we don't pay attention to that, we don't enter into our heart, into our mind to understand what we can do, we will never do it, and we will feel what we feel now. Then I say, then we wonder why we feel stressed, why we feel anxious, why we feel depressed. That's why. I have a vision. This is a positive side of what a life can be. What is the meaning of, I'm always saying, create a beautiful life. Because I truly feel it's possible. I have been working to build this beautiful life. I know what is possible. You can see here, you can feel it. It's real and it's possible. So my vision of a positive and supportive life, what I call also the new world, that will end depression. In this vision I will share now, there is no depression. Our life is a complex process where we make decisions based on love instead of fear. We arrive on earth into a lovely family that already knows what is a positive and healthy way of living. We absorb the best from our parents, and we understand that what they believe is not the only truth. We join a new world education system where the teachers are mentors. They're not just recite from books. They're not just copy-pasting from ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek. They are really mentors. They are really experienced something in their life and they are guiding us. This is what we truly need. Some of the tribes, the indigenous tribes, that they really preserve their culture, their wisdom, they have what we call a guidance or shaman or the elder people, that when a newborn comes into the tribe, They can feel it. They have ways, techniques to know, this newborn, this new kid, this new soul that comes here to the world, he or she is going to become this one. She's going to become that. They know that, so they can guide them since the beginning. So everybody has a role in their family, in their tribe. They sing like us. We're not all the same. We are unique. We are beautiful. We are powerful. We are magical. We are part of something bigger. And this is what one of my most beloved teachers say. We are unique and we are part of something bigger. So we absorb the best from our parents and understand that what they believe is not our only truth. We join a new world education system when they are mentors. They help us to explore and find our talents and gifts. And then the education we receive help us to develop them into passions and professional career. You heard many successful people, most of the top achievers now, they are very wealthy. All of them, they talk about passions. Not necessarily follow one passion, but at least find something that will give you some direction in life. Yeah. Other people say, no, forget that, follow your passions is the worst. At least my opinion, in my experience, we need to find the real passions, core passions, keywords. You can check my video that I made last time. It's very important. We help you a lot. And I will keep sharing about that. Yeah, finding your passions is a very beautiful process. So then we learn that we can change careers anytime. This is about flexibility and change. This is about reinventing yourself. And this is part of our growth process. There are guides, the teachers or the mentors we have, there are guides to help us to find the best fit job. Nothing is perfect, but at least we're doing something that brings fulfillment, meaning, and money. I'm not talking about doing things for free. We are in a material world. We need to sustain our life. There is nothing wrong to do that and to think about that and to plan for that. I used to thought, and my heart is, oh yes, give everything for free. But this is a lot of effort. What we're doing, what we're working on our self-learning takes a lot of time to integrate into our life. So sharing this is part of my passion, and I love to do that. Yes, we learn about healthy eating. We understand that our body, our brain, our gut, the microbiome, everything that is inside us thrive and are happier with whole food and plant-based diet. This is a fact. This is not me telling you what to eat. You go and search, test in your life. I did it, and it works. The entertainment we choose is creative art and music. This is the real entertainment. We use our hands to paint, to write, to sculpt, and to share with others. We entertain ourselves by learning. We start to read more. We start to appreciate more what others achieve already and apply what we learn in our life. Applying is the key. Not just learn and keep there storing things. Then we spend our first 20 years becoming the best version of ourselves. When I was 20, I was still thinking about flirting with girls, maybe finding a job, work, make some money, eat, that's it. But lost, empty, there is no really meaningful stuff there. So I truly believe that if we have a new way of living, the new world system, or whatever you want to call it, it is possible. By 20, we already have very clear our passions. We know in our heart what is possible in life and why we came here, even our purpose. And the purpose is our decision. Then we know that we is more powerful than you or me. We know that we are powerful souls, and this is what we truly are. And our essence is love, is peace, is wisdom, is joy. Then we take care of our energy and time. Energy and time, they are the most precious resources we have. Energy management And time management in some way, but we're not really managing time, we're managing our energy, what we do with our energy. Yeah. And we have some stress because it's normal to have stress, but it's good stress. It's the one that pushes us to move forward. In this vision I have, in this beautiful vision, there is no separation. There is no politics. There is no religion. I am not against any of these, but we know they already failed. They are not creating a beautiful world. They are disturbing and creating chaos now. Not all of them, but some of them. And it is a real global community. This vision, right, is a real global community with awakened leaders. We have leaders, of course. We need people to help us to guide. And we have common goals of harmony, peace, and progress. Yeah. We start to understand that this life is possible and is possible. It's possible. Okay? And that some people are already living it. We can move forward and put in effort to create it. We have the power and the right. We have the power and the right to create a beautiful life. You and me, may not have that positive guidance that we needed since childhood. But now, if you are struggling with depression, with anxiety, burnout, maybe overthinking, or you cannot sleep well, those are signs to change. This is a calling to change. Yeah. Depression is the result of not knowing that we can create our lives. Depression is when our mind and heart say, this is enough. Okay, that's enough. This is not the way. We are not supposed to go this way. Then we can adjust. Remember that we have the chance, the right to control. We can control what we feel. We can create a beautiful life, and I will never be tired of repeating that. Yeah. Your life is precious. Your life, you are important. You have the gift, and that gift needs to be given to others. I know it can be hard, like I mentioned before. Sometimes we feel that this is not enough energy. Sometimes we just want to stay there and lie down, and we don't want to move. This is part of depression. But if you are here listening to this now, and you are reading my articles, you will feel something, that you will feel what is possible. You can do it for sure. You can change that. We feel low energy, we feel like we're robots or sheeps or zombies, and we truly feel lost, because it's true, we are lost in life. This is not a metaphor or something esoterical or weird. It's real. We are lost. We need to find back our way. So remember, temporary. Everything is temporary. This suffering, this pain, this sorrow is temporary. Yeah. You can raise again. You can recover your life step by step. We can reinvent our lives. So I want to recommend you something, and I also write it here. The first thing you can do now is to write down your vision of life. Write down, what do you see? What do you feel? Just take a deep breath. Start to feel. Use your brain, your beautiful mind, even if you really feel it, because I know it can be hard in this moment when you feel depressed. But just put a little effort and try to write it down. You can write it down in your phone, whatever you want. It's better if you write down in a paper. It feels better. And just feel it. Just keep it simple. Describe it. We must move forward and visualize what we want. The worst thing that we can do when we are depressed is to stay repeating that negative loop. Yeah? And this is just our brain playing the old record. It's just our brain playing the old record. You are not broken. You are not what you think. We're not our thoughts. We're not even what we feel. Remember, we are beautiful and powerful souls. Our essence is love and peace. And you, the soul, you are the king. You are the queen. And your mind and your body are your best friends. They are our allies in this world, in this life. So you can rule your inner world. Like I say, you are the king. I am the king of my inner world. Actually, I wrote down a mantra with original music that is so powerful. I will share about mantras and these kind of declarations. They're part of anchors that help us to move forward. It can really be helpful for you. It will be helpful for you, I know. So yeah, listen to them, listen to your mind, your body, but detach from them because we are not them. Okay? And very important, this is my mission. If you need guidance, I'm here for you. It's not that easy to do it by yourself. Sometimes we need help. I love you. I know that you can do it, and step by step. And remember, you are beautiful, you are magical, and you are free.